Hi fans and welcome to Cyrils Brettspiele durchgespielt. My name is Nils and today another in a nutshell edition. Today we are talking about Lanterns, the Harvest Festival from Foxtrot Games. Foxtrot Games is on the side, so I will show you the logo from here. So Foxtrot Games, Lanterns, the Harvest Festival. Yes, what is Lanterns, the Harvest Festival all about? And the first sentence I will say it's an easy and fast playing tile laying game with a unique and very fresh theme. So we are talking about these Lanterns Festival all over Asia, but they are also very popular over here in the US, so you can have easily in most of the big cities having in a park a lantern festival once, twice, or even more times a year, where this little lanterns swimming on a lake or on a river just to have wishes and things like that. Anyway, so that's the theme of the game, and let's anyway, let's talk about the game. So, what's in the box? That's very easy. You have 7 different colors of lanterns. You have helper cards, little handy dandy helper cards. I will show you that in the middle. You have a lot of tiles with all these fresh looking outfit. Here you have the lanterns in 4 different colors. And in the middle sometimes a symbol. This is a symbol of the boat for the starting tile. Then you have victory point. Let's call that victory point token. So you claim this one here and get 10. It goes down to 9, 8 and so far. So down to 6, maybe 5. And some for 4, and you have wooden pieces. These pieces you can get, they are helping you over the course of the game. Each turn, on your turn, what you're doing is, first of all, if you have 2 of these wooden tokens, you can change one of your lanterns in any other color. If you cash in 2 of these wooden tokens, you get over the game a couple of these. So you can say you create out of your purple one, a black one, or the other way around. But the only stipulation is it has to be there one left over. So there must be a physical card. If the cards running out, which will definitely happen over the course of the game, you cannot trade into that color, which makes totally sense. The second one is you can dedicate your cards. If you have enough lanterns to cash it in for victory points, you can dedicate. And here is the interesting part of it. So you get this green dedication tokens by spending 1 lantern of each color. So that's 7 lanterns you have to spend for 10 victory points. For this dedication token, you have to spend 3 pairs. So 3 pairs of a kind, which makes 6 cards in total to get 9 points. And here, 4 of a kind for 8 points. And you can see it's super efficient to get with just 4 lanterns. You spend 8 points instead of 7 lanterns, which is almost double number of lanterns, only get 10 points. Even if that is going a little bit down here, like 5 and 7, it's still good to only cash in 4 for the points. If you really want to win the game and really push that game hard into your favor, you should go for the red one. So that is a strategy clue to win the game. Anyway, so all your opponents, it's common knowledge what you have and lanterns and colorful lanterns on your hand. So it doesn't matter because everybody can play like Carcassonne, really heavy against you, or you can just play it and talk. And this is the game. The game is more an easy tiling game. You have always these things on these tiles on your hand, and you choose from the tiles and play it right away. This is the second thing you have to do, and this is mandatory. So first of all is you can trade in 1 color of these lanterns into another for 2 tokens. Second one is you can make a dedication, roughly get victory points. And the third one you have to do is place 1 of your tiles from your hand on here. And now it's getting interesting. Let's say I'm sitting in this direction here. Then I will get a black lantern card. But each player around the table, this player here gets a purple one, and this one and that one gets a blue one. If I make a match out of here, then I would get a purple one, but also for a matching tile I would get a black one. If I would do it like this, with a symbol in the middle, I would still get a purple one, I would still get a black one, but for this tile I would on top of get one of these tokens here. You can see you can maximize what your output is, but still all the other players playing in the same round and getting at least a couple of tiles, unless these running out of cards. If there's no more card left, then starting with the player who plays the tile gets his cards first, and sometimes it could happen that the other players don't get any benefit, which is always good for the player, for the actual player. Well, that's how the game works, and let's now start right into my final thoughts about the game, my discussion. And as always in a nutshell edition, I will talk a little bit about my experience while I was playing the game, my test games, my play testings, all of that. So, and Lanterns is really interesting because Lanterns just arrived a couple of weeks ago, knocked my door, and I thought, okay, looks interesting, let's read the rules, let's start right away. So, and then in the meantime, there was Geekway to the West. Geekway to the West is a local convention here with 1,500 attendees each year. So, and on the shelves of Geekway, they have a huge play-to-win area, by the way. For Geekway, there was also Lanterns. So I thought, hey, it's a good idea, I know the rules, to teach other players this game. And I started to, instead of just only teaching, playing that with other people because I liked it. So, and I played it and play tested it over Geekway of the West, I would say roughly 5, 6, 7, 8 times. And yeah, to be honest, it was always good. Why? Because it's easy and light, and yeah, it's a little bit this old Carcassonne feeling, right? You play it in just 30 minutes, 45 Carcassonne without any expansion. So you play it in 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, but you are not super focused on the game. If you take a look at all the other games on my shelf here, maybe you can see it. Here there's a lot of heavier games in there. Maybe you can switch over here so you can see there's a lot of heavier games in there. And I'm always playing this heavy stuff here like Tomorrow, Red Storm. Over here is Lewis and Clark, Blend Steam. So I'm usually playing heavier games. And these games take 2 hours, 2.5 hours with rules explanation on all that stuff. But in between, you need these filler games. And these filler games are for me always to socialize. Sit around the table, talk, be not so super serious about winning or losing the game. No. Having the socialized effect of sitting around the table with friends, talking, and while you're talking, playing a card or doing something else. And this is perfect Lanterns. This is a perfect environment for Lanterns. You're sitting around the table, you're talking to your friends, and in the meantime you're playing a card. Don't look too deep into strategic things like I did. So, oh, yeah, it's super efficient to only cash in 4 instead of 7. No, don't do that. Don't think about, oh, is there any advantage if I do this or that or that? No, just sit down, play it, and you will guaranteed have fun. Otherwise, if you're trying to overthink the route, you will bother more or less all of the other players on the table. So don't do that. Just sit around, relax, maybe have a cold drink, and play Lanterns. Lanterns is a game for the full family, and yes, I would say it's a perfect gateway game. So, that was another episode of Cyrils Brettspiele durchgespielt. My name is Nils, and this was another In a Nutshell edition from Nils. See you later, and definitely subscribe me. Bye bye.